Okay, YouTube, I have de-wonderlanded the shop, and I'm changing gears. I'm going to make a headphone stand for my buddy Spiitz. He's getting into headphones and tube amps, so let's make something cool for Spitz's birthday. Yeah, man. He's going to be a daddy, too, so this will be great. He can chill out with his headphones while the kid's going, wah, wah, wah. So this is Caribbean Rosewood here. As you can see, it's in the rough. So getting this to look beautiful is going to be a lot of planing and resawing and whatnot. Okay, the plan for the headphone stand is pretty simple. Let me draw you a real simple diagram. There's a piece that's going to have a profile to it with a curve on the top. Okay. Then there's going to be a piece that comes down and supports that. It's very simple, really. And then it's going to have a wood base. It's not going to be this small. I'm just drawing it so you can see it. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lovely material here. This is the piece. I'm probably going to cut it off about here, thereabouts. Something that looks good after I plane this. And then I'm going to work on rounding the top of that lovely piece. This will be the support piece. Okay, so I'm just going to clean that up, get a chunk of that that's about like this. And I'm going to see if I can get 4 holes in it, big enough to accept this lovely cell cast. Look at that thick wall cell cast tubing I've been hanging on to. Cut that up into about 3-inch chunks. Put a 1/2-inch cap on it, route it off, round it over it, polish it so it looks like a little tube itself. And then I'll bore holes exactly the right size for this, or route them if I have to. And stuff, I guess probably 4 of them. It's about as much as you could probably fit in there without making it too incredibly tall, huh? About 4 of those babies in there. And that way he can roll his own tubes, you know. You can put tubes in there, takes tubes out, change tubes, have a little tube rack. And see how that goes. So that's the idea. Obviously this will be the base. Nice big chunk of this. This is so freaking heavy. Be an awesome base. Put a nice big treatment on the edge there. Just to give you an idea of what we're looking at for what's going to show up in this. Look at the flare. That's unbelievable. This is going to be just the most incredible piece of wood that it really doesn't have to have a lot of complications to it to look gorgeous. I think just big slabby sides, maybe a giant bevel, you know, to divide it in half and just polish the crap out of it. It's going to look amazing, as you can see, just from the end grain. And this ought to be pretty too. This is the piece that's going to be on the top. As you can see, it's got a nice tight grain to it. And then for the support, I don't know what you can see out of this. Yeah, it's hard because the ends are waxed, so it's hard to see. But we'll see some gorgeous wood come out of this. So you can check out my wood instead of my plastic on this project. Headphone stand. Alright, so before I start running stuff through the planer, I've got to empty out all this plastic because I think I want to save the rosewood chips. Maybe I can use them out in the yard or something. But that's an interesting looking spider in it. I don't know what to think of that guy. He looks pretty vicious. Looks like he's got some good old fangs on him. They usually don't bother me. I just leave him alone. But this guy's going to get dumped in my trash. It's summer. Okay. This stuff came out absolutely amazing. Just amazing, amazing grain. Look at that. Let me rub some sweat on it so you can see what it really looks like. Look at that, man. Put some sweat right on there. Some druid sweat. Make that wood beautiful. That is just amazing. This piece is clearly the most exciting. And this piece is the next most exciting. Frankly, after looking at these pieces, even with some druid sweat on it, that's just regular old nice looking wood. Nice looking wood. Excellent grain, beautiful wood. Not very pretty. compared to these. These, just look at some of this stuff in here. Look at the wiggles. I mean, that part right for the headphone part, that would be outstanding. Now this has some knots in it, and they are pecky. They have little pecky holes in them, but if that was filled with epoxy and then sanded down and then clear coated, that would be really outstanding. The other side is equally stunning. There you go, you got a little, some female sex organs there. There's the butt cheeks. I'm a pervert. Okay, more beauty. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll use this for the base and the upright because it's so freaking sexy. You know, just cut a strip about yay big out of it for the upright and put holes in that. I don't know. It's just so nice. Those are crazy looking, aren't they? But this will definitely make a gorgeous headphone stand. Alright. Oh, let me show you how many chips that made. Getting those cleaned up. That's a fair amount. It's about 12 inches at the high point there, maybe 6 inches if it was all leveled out. Nice. Pure wood chips. Be good for the garden or something, I guess. I don't know. So the old DeWalt planer is still doing the job, man. It's been sitting there gathering dust for about a year since my last woody project. But I am excited. I love wood. I love the grain in wood. I love seeing it come out as you machine it, carve it, sand it. This is going to be so pretty. I'm just trying to get an idea of what size to make this thing. I mean, this could be really any size. I just don't want it to be too huge. But, you know, the headphones are probably going to hang down only about this far. You know, it could be short. It could have a little 10-inch thing, but then you're not going to be able to put a lot of these tubes in here. Unless I had this wide and put a bunch of holes in it, you know. But if I just did a strip that was about this wide, probably about, like right where the tape is, see that strip, and then made it 13, I could put one of these, I could put 4 of these like that. So that'd be kind of cool. I'll talk to Spiitz and see what he thinks. Yeah, maybe 13 inches on this part, and then this is 1.5 inches, so that'll make it 14.5, and then that's 1 inch, so it'll have a total height of 15. Which doesn't seem that bad for a headphone stand. I mean, if you got something sitting on your desk, 15 inches isn't too bad for a little tube rack and 2 headphones. I think 15 might be not a bad height, so maybe 13 on this. Cut a chunk out of this for that. And then cut a chunk out of this. Maybe make that 13 too. Yeah, just give it some symmetry. I'm not sure. I'm going to draw some drawings and take a look and see what I think. But I think that this should be maybe the base chunk because it's really, really pretty. I don't want to just cut right into the center of this giant piece of wood. I have to use it for other projects, but a nice chunk like that. Right off there, maybe an 11-inch piece. Chunk, 10-inch piece, not sure. But yeah, I'm just sort of thinking about it. I got to go eat. I'm getting terribly hungry. Cleaning makes me hungry.